So here we go, West Coast frame tent from Tent Renter Supply down in Florida. Now for these kind of long-term installs, I much prefer a West Coast frame tent than a high peak. The high peaks often gather water during heavy storms and tend to fail. I've had West Coast frame tents up for much longer. I use West Coast frame tents when someone is either buying a tent for a long-term install or going to be renting it through a term install. They just hold up a whole lot better. Now what you do is you put together the perimeter, which I didn't start filming until after that was done. Then you start to put the crown, the pieces that go up into the middle. I like to put the crown together first for the four corners, then put them in, then put the side pieces into the crown and stretch out the perimeter and put it on. That's just what I found to be the easiest. And now I put a ladder in the way for the rest of the shop. And to get the tent on top of a West Coast frame tent, you just lay it out on the side. This one's easy because it's one piece. You just lay it out on the side on a tarp and then drag it over. For bigger pieces, for bigger tents, you can put it together, if it's sectional on the side of it, or you can throw each section up over the frame and lace it, stand on some ladders and lace it down. That's what we do when it's like a 30 by 60, 40 by 60 sectional West Coast frame tent. We throw each piece up over and lace it down instead of lacing it all on the ground and trying to drag that huge piece of vinyl up over. It's not fun. And then it just goes up like any other frame tent. You put in a corner leg, you put in the next corner leg, you go to the other side, put in the other legs, and then this does have middle legs. Oh, we had one that fell out, which went in before we moved on, but we didn't. It was fine, nothing drastic happened. But you just put in all the legs, and then this particular tent has middle legs too, so we put them in. Then on the inside of the tent is webbing with these buckles with like teeth. I did not film it, but you just go around the pole, pull it through the teeth, and then go around pulling tight. So you just get it all tight, then secure it to the ground. And this tent is gonna be staying up all summer. They paid me $4,500 to do it. The tent itself was about $3,200, and I also charge for labor, so I'm making around $1,500 profit on this tent. We are coming here occasionally to drop off ovens and stuff for caterers. We used to set this tent up every weekend when a caterer needed it, but now it's just gonna be here, so now our job is gonna be quick. Just boom, go in, drop off the things that have wheels on them, and out. So when we do come, we are gonna be checking on the tent, but I did tell them that this is their tent. They bought it. I showed them how to tighten these webbings with the buckles, because as this tent gets hot, it's going to expand, and if rain happens while it's hot, it can pull. So they need to, understand if it's hot, go out and buckle it. This will expand and contract with the weather, and you just always want to make sure it's tight. They only bought the tent. I provided 4 stakes. I provided sidewalls that were old, that got messed up during COVID. This isn't a wedding tent, this is just a catering tent. So it doesn't matter if they're a little beat up. So I provided the sidewalls and the stakes and the ratchets. They know that those are mine, that if they ever decide not to have me put this up, that they will need to buy sidewalls, stakes, and ratchets. So again, this is a Tent Renter Supply tent. I've had a lot of luck setting up Tent Renter Supply West Coast frame tents for long-term installs. I had a 40 by 60 Tent Renter Supply West Coast frame tent up all last summer, and this is going to be up all this summer, and I'm not worried about it one bit. I do have a code for a discount for a new customer of Tent Renter Supply. It's down in the description. So if you are interested in getting a quote from Tent Renter Supply, go ahead and use that discount that's down in the description, and get quotes from everywhere. See who's going to be the best for you, because if they're closer, if you're in California and they're closer to you, maybe the tent's more expensive, but maybe with shipping it's less expensive. So I always suggest getting quotes from a lot of people, and you'll see who's going to best fit what you need. But just go ahead, use that discount code and see what happens.